Jan here. I don't have much charge in my camera, so this is going to have to be a really quick video. Basically, I asked you guys on Instagram what video you would like for me to film today. I haven't got my watch on. I feel weird. I asked you guys on Instagram what you would like for me to film today, and this is what got voted for the most, and it was YouTubers that I like watching. So I have picked 24 YouTubers from my subscription list. I'm out of breath. It's going to be a really fast talking video. They all have under 500k subscribers and they regularly upload, and I regularly enjoy their content. So I'm going to start with the least subscribed and moved on to the most. First on this list is Melanie Barker. Now I'm probably going to mispronounce a lot of these channel names. All of the links to them will be in the description. She has 19k subs and she was the support for Dodie's recent tour that I vlogged. The vlog's on my channel. She was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend checking her out if you want some interesting jazzy music in your life, or if you're just looking for a smaller YouTuber to support. Number 2 is a booktube channel. She has 25k and it's called Naya Reads and Smiles. She is a woman of colour for one thing, which is definitely something that I would like to support more on YouTube because everyone is really white, including me. She is honestly one of the most cheerful people I've ever watched. She is constantly like smiling and enthusiastic and over the top, like not over the top in like a bad way, but just sort of, you can tell that she's really enjoying what she's doing at all times, and she just always like brings a smile and a bit of a, she's a bit jazzy, you know. She's great. You've probably seen his animations on Facebook. He has 48k subscribers, and that is Sean Charmatz. He's kind of an animator. He's the person who does he takes like everyday objects and animates them into like sort of creatures and gives them eyes and that, and I love them. I love all of his animations. I don't know if he's going to be posting any more because I think I read somewhere that he'd finished with that series, but if you want to check them out, they're brilliant. They're just so cute. They're like 3 minutes long and they're just great. Number 4 is a channel with 83k subscribers, and that is called Dust. I'm really surprised that this didn't have more subscribers, but it's a sci-fi short film channel. So it doesn't make the films, but it just posts them. So creators from across the world will make sci-fi short films. They'll be animated, they'll be, you know, filmed normally, they've been anything and everything. One of them was a dubstep music video. Like, they are anything you can think of, and they're usually between like sort of 5 and 20 minutes long. And obviously not all of them are going to be great, but they post one a week and some of them have been incredible. Number 5 I was also surprised about. This has 100k, and that is Evan Edinger Travel. If you watch the same kind of YouTubers that I do, you'll know who Evan Edinger is. He was a really good friend of Dodie, and that's how I found out about him. But he's a vlogger, an American vlogger that moved to the UK, and he talks about travel a lot, but he has a specific travel channel because he travels all the time. And honestly, it's a place that I always go if I'm going to travel somewhere, because I know he's probably been there because he's been everywhere. He takes amazing drone footage, if I can speak, and it's just a genuinely really interesting travel channel. If you're into watching travel footage or you like vlogs, would recommend that one. 6 has 111k, and that is Bits and Clips. She is a mum channel. Just to clarify, I am not a mother. I think you probably know that. I'm just putting that out there. I found her because she's friends with Louise Pentland, and Louise talks about her all the time, but she's just a wholesome and lovely channel that she talks about sort of like decorating a house, because she's redoing a house at the moment, and like style things, but also she's really like raw and open. It's just, you just basically just get to like every now and again just sit and like you've been a bit of a fly on the wall in her family's living room, and it's just really lovely, and her family is so wholesome and lovely, and honestly their family goals, sorry, my family. 7 has 117k, and you will know if you follow the Vlog Brothers, and that is Animal Wonders Montana. They are an animal rescue centre in Montana that makes weekly videos about the animals that they rescued, and the presenter, who I've forgotten the name of, is so nice. She's really enthusiastic and really like lovely and knows what she's talking about, and just clearly really cares for these animals. So 8 has 134k, and that is Sophia, 2 words, so and then Fia. She is I'm not sure how old she is, but I think she's a couple of years younger than me. She's a teenager with cancer. Makes really good beauty videos and tutorials and things like that, but she also documents her cancer journey, so it's really interesting to get that sort of, you know, the 2 sides of it. And she's just really lovely and like really raw, but also it's not overly emotional like you'd think it would be. It's a nice channel. It's a very friendly channel, I would say. Number 9 with 150k is kind of not a YouTube channel, but it's Welcome to Night Vale, the podcast, which I love. I've always loved. As soon as I found it, I listen to it every single time it comes out. But they have a YouTube channel where they post their podcasts every time they come out, which is on the 1st and 15th of every month. So, and also with 150k is number 10, which is Read by Zoe. This is also a booktube channel, and she does a lot of readathons. She makes a lot of readathons. If you're into readathons, if you liked my readathon video, then I would check her out. Again, she's always lovely with a smile on her face, and you know, she doesn't really read as many similar books to me, but her and her dad just both love reading, and her videos are always just so enthusiastic about the books she's reading, and she reads so much. She's so good at readathons, and she's just smiley. She's just a smiley, happy person. And it's also a booktube channel with 173k, and that's Little Book Owl. Very similar in she's like really enthusiastic about the books that she reads. She's not as over the top, like smiley and like out there as the other 2 that I've mentioned, but she's a little bit more quieter and relaxed of a channel, but that isn't mean to say that she's like dull or anything like that. Number 12 is someone who I've actually started recently watching, and that's Jessica Kelgren Fozard. I don't know how to pronounce that, and 181k. She's deaf, and she talks a lot about her disability, but she's also gorgeous, honestly. She's really into vintage makeup and hairstyles and clothes and things like that, and she makes videos on it with her and her girlfriend / wife. I don't know if they're married or not, but honestly they're just goals, and she's gorgeous. And 13 with 210k but growing fast is Editing is Everything. It's the video that takes this is a channel that takes a fandom or a YouTuber or whatever and turns it into different genres of movies, like turns it into movie trailers. So it'll take clips of it does Sanders sides from Thomas Sanders and videos quite often. So it'll take clips of Thomas Sanders videos and turn it into like, it was a horror movie called Anxiety, that kind of thing. 14 with 216k is an artist called Robin Klontz. She posts a lot of art tutorial videos, which doesn't particularly interest me because I don't really make art that much. It's mainly paint and stuff, but the other stuff that she does, she has this hoodie character, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, but also is incredible and is so funny, and she's just really strange, and like some of her videos are really bizarre. She's just really weird and funny, but she's also can be quite sort of relaxed and sentimental, and she's an incredible painter. So even if you're not here for the art videos, which I never really watch, if you're just here for her weird like 12 type of artists you meet at art school, that kind of thing, like they're really funny and I would recommend. Number 15 is also an artist with 217k, and that is Minnie Small. I found her through her Inktober videos. If you don't know what that is, that's doing an ink drawing every day in October, and I loved them. I loved every single one that she did. She has such a relaxing voice. She talks about so many different things in her videos. She also vlogs, and she's an incredible artist. I love her art style so much. I only found out about her recently, but I think she's quickly becoming one of my favourite channels. Would really recommend. She's also a woman of colour. Number 16, 218k, sorry, is Peru's Project. Well, I always pronounce that wrong, and that is also a booktube channel. She's one of the first booktube channels I ever subscribed to. Again, she is in one of the happy, upbeat, wild YouTube channels, booktube channels even though, you know, she is fun and she is adventurous and things like that, but she's much more chilled and much more relaxed. So if you would prefer that in a booktube channel, 266k for number 17 is Beauty News. Now, these make weekly beauty news videos, so, you know, videos about things that are going down in the beauty world. But they also do things called the Makeup Breakup, and they're the ones that I watch. And in this, they take a popular makeup brand or product at the moment and destroy it completely to find out how much product is in it or if it can be repressed, and just to learn things about the product. And if you're thinking about buying a product, I would definitely recommend looking at this, because not only is it such a all the videos are so satisfying to watch. Like, I probably won't be buying the products that are in it, but I just love watching them. But it is interesting because you learn more about the product than you would if you just like read reviews or that. And number 18 is Jake Roper at 292k. He has also recently had cancer, but he is Vsauce 3, and you might know him as Vsauce 3. This is his personal channel where he talks about being creative and issues with that, and his own personal feelings about, you know, not being able to make things or not being good enough to make things. But he also just generally vlogs, and he talked about the cancer that he's having recently, which number 19 is completely the opposite of this. At 361k, it is Ask a Mortician. She is so interesting, honestly. She's one of my favourite channels. She's so ridiculous because she just makes videos about like what happens if you die underwater, what happens to your body, or because she's actually a mortician. And she talks about embalming a lot, and she has this thing called Iconic Corpse, so she talks about like famous corpses, so the corpses of famous people like Lennon and things like that. And it's so interesting. You think it would be really graphic or really insensitive or really, but it's not. It's really, really interesting. It things that you've never really thought to think about before, but then you suddenly like, oh, everyone's gonna die, so I might as well think about it. This is getting dark. I'm gonna move on. But at 362k from number 20 is a book Utopia. She was the first. This is Sasha was the first ever booktuber I ever subscribed to. She's currently writing she's written her first book, Zenith, and I think she's writing the second one at the moment. I'm so happy for her, and I love her hair. This is just a random tangent, but I love her hair. But we read very similar books, and she's so massively enthusiastic about Scotland, so if you live in Scotland, it would just be just be nice to watch her get enthusiastic about Scotland. She lives in America, and I feel like I've seen her grow over the last year or so, and I really like that. She's just a really nice, friendly booktube channel that she reads a lot, but she's very honest about things like book slumps and whatever, so again, just a nice booktube channel that I would recommend. Another booktube channel, who I think might be the second one I ever subscribed to, is 376k, number 21, Poland and Banana Books. She's weird. Christine is weird. She's definitely the craziest of them all. She's always got a big grin on her face, and she's jumping about and just generally being weird, and she has so much energy all of the time. And her videos are guaranteed to like fill you with a burst of energy if you want to watch them, like to motivate yourself to get out of bed, that kind of thing. But she also is a booktube channel, so she's great for me because, you know, she's like a little pop of fun, but also she's usually talking about books, and I appreciate that because I like books. Number 23 is similar to someone I've mentioned before, and again, I was really surprised that he doesn't have 500k subscribers, and 438k is Evan Edinger. He talks about travel, he talks about living in different cultures, he makes really interesting videos, he is friends with lots of YouTubers, so if you'd like a sort of more low-key version of what it's like to be friends with some YouTubers that you might like obviously Dodie and like Luke's Not Sexy and things like that, then like maybe check him out. He's really chill, and everything he says is a pun. And at number 24, this is the last one, at 488k, is Super Mary Face. She is an incredible cosplayer, She is married to Cinnamon Toast Ken, so if you do know her, that'll probably be where you know her from. She has just had a baby, and I just love seeing their family with their like ridiculous amount of snakes. I mainly just love like seeing her talk about snakes, because snakes are great, and she's got ball pythons and I love them, and she made me fall in love with ball pythons, and yes, but also she's a great cosplayer. She hasn't been posting loads on her personal channel recently because she obviously has recently had a baby, but if you go on Cinnamon Toast Ken's channel, she's on there all of the time, so if you are looking to watch her, maybe check that out first, and then also subscribe to Super Mary Face just for when she starts uploading again. And I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed these. If you check any of them out, then please let me know what you think. I would really like to know the people that actually subscribe to channels based on my recommendation, because And if you also have any channels you would like to recommend under 500k, leave them in the comments below, because I'm always looking to support smaller channels, because people need that on YouTube nowadays, because it's not going great for people who make money off it. That's a whole other topic that I'm not going to get into. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any requests or questions, then leave them down in the comments. Thank you to the people who voted on my poll on Instagram for this video. If you're one of those people, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you thought you picked the right decision. And that's everything. New videos every Wednesday, did I say that? Wednesday videos every Wednesday. Okay, I'm gonna go before my camera's half charged. Bye!